Good afternoon, man. Good afternoon, everyone. And I will be the next reporter, and I will tackle about fossil fuel. Fossil fuel energy transformation. A fuel is a substance that provides a form of energy such as heat, light, electricity, or motion as a result of chemical change. Fossil fuel are natural resources that are found over million years from the remains of dead organisms such as plants and animals. These sources include coal, oil, and natural gas, and they are widely used to produce energy in various forms including electricity, transformation, and heating. Ang fossil fuels, ang gasolina ay isang sangkap na nagbibigay ng isang anyo ng enerhiya tulad ng init, liwanag, kuryente o paggalaw bilang mga resulta sa pagbago ng kemikal. Or this change from one form of energy to another is called energy transformation. It means pagbabagong ito mula sa isang anyo ng enerhiya patungo sa isang pa ay tinatawag na pagbabagong anyo o enerhiya. How does provides how does fossils provide energy? Most of the energy to comes from fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are energy in rich substance found formed from the energy remains, such remains of one's living organism. Or, ang mga gasolina ay nagbibigay enerhiya sa pamamagitan ng proseso na tinatawag na kombustyon, na kinabibilangan ng reaksyon ng gasolina na may oxygen sa hangin. Sa panahon ng pagsunog, ang carbon at hydrogen sa gasolina ay tumutugon sa oxygen upang makagawa ng carbon dioxide, tubig at init. Ang init na ito ay ginagamit sa pagpapaandar ng mga makina, pagbuo ng kuryente o pag-init ng mga tahanan at gasolina. Halimbawa nito, for example, sa kaso ng gasolina, kapag ito ay sinunog ng isang makina, ito ay pinagsama sa oxygen upang makagawa ng carbon dioxide, tubig at init. Ang init ay ginagamit upang palawakin ang mga gas na nagtutulak naman ng mga pistyon na bumubuo ng kemikal na enerhiya sa pagpapagana sa sasakyan. Katulad nito ang kaso ng carbon, kapag ito ay sinunog ng isang planta ng kuryente, ito ay gumagawa ng init na ginagamit upang gawing singaw ang tubig, na pagkatapos ay tutulak sa turbine upang makabuo ng kuryente. The amount of energy that a fuel can provide depends on its chemical composition and the amount of oxygen available for combustion. Fossil fuels such as oil, and natural gas are commonly used as energy sources because they contain a large amount of carbon and hydrogen, which are highly combustible and release a large amount of energy when burned. However, the combustion of fossil fuels releases greenhouse gases, which contribute to climate change. Next, fossil fuels are made of hydrocarbons rather. Hydrocarbons are energy-rich chemical compounds that contains carbon and hydrogen atoms. Fossil fuels are made of hydrocarbons? Yes, it is correct. Because fossil fuels are organic substances that are formed from the remains of dead plants and animals that lived a million years ago. These organic materials are composed of carbon and hydrogen atoms, which form the basis of hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons are molecules that contain only carbon and hydrogen atoms, and they are main components of fossil fuels like coal, oil, and natural gas. The specific types of ratios of hydrocarbons present in different fossil fuels depends on the condition under which they were contained, were formed, and the types of carbon that contribute to their formation. It means, ang fossil fuel ay mga organikong sangkap na nabuo mula sa mga labi ng mga patay na halaman na hayop at nabuhay sa milyon-milyon taon na nakalipas. Ang mga organikong materyales na ito ay binubuo ng carbon at hydrogen atoms na bumubuo ng batayan ng hydrocarbons. Ang hydrocarbons ay mga molekula na naglalaman lamang ng mga pangunahing bahagi ng fossil fuels tulad ng coal, oil, and natural gas. Ang mga partikular na uri ito ay reaksyon ng hydrocarbon na nasa iba't ibang fossil fuel ay nakasalalay sa kondisyon kung saan sila nabubuo ang mga uri ng mga organismo nag-ambag sa kanilang pagbuo. There are three major fossil fuels. Fossil fuels. Those are coal, natural gas, and oil. Coal is a solid fossil fuels forms from decaying plants matter, known deposit of coal and other fossil fuels that can be obtained using current technology are called reserves. The most plentiful fossil fuels in the United States. It is fairly easy to transport, provides a lot of energy. And also, coal, when it's burned, however, coal mining can cause erosion water pollution. When burned, most of the type of coal cause air pollution to other fossil fuels. In addition, coal mining can be a dangerous job. Coal fossil fuel is a primary composed of carbon as well as amounts of other elements such as hydrogen, sulfur, nitrogen, and oxygen. It is formed from remain dead plant cells were buried and subjected to high heat and pressure over million years. Over million years. The process of coal formation is known as qualification. It takes place in stages, starting with the accumulation of plant material in a swampy environment and progressing through peat, lignite, sub bituminous, and anthracite coal. Coal is a primary use of a fuel resource for generating electricity as well as the industrial processes such as steel production and cement manufacturing. It, is, it can be burned in power plants to produce steam, which drives turbines and generate electricity. Coal is also used as a feedstock for producing a variety of chemicals and materials, including plastic, synthetic fibers, and carbon fiber. However, burning coals releases greenhouse gases and other pollutants, which contribute to climate change and air pollution, making it a controversial fuel sources. Next is oil. Oil is a thick black liquid fossil fuel. Petroleum is another name for oil. It's a form of remains of small animals, algae, and protists. Most oil deposits are located deep below Earth's surface. That is pumped off the ground is called crude oil. A factory where crude oil is separated into fossil and products and other products by heating is called refinery. Petrochemicals are compound that made from oil. So, is a thick black liquid fossil fuels. I think mo na siya kanang ginabuhat sa simento nga black. Kanang ginabutang sa kilid. I think. And oil is also known as a petroleum. Is a fossil fuel that primarily composed of hydrocarbons. It is formed from the remains of tiny marine organisms that died millions of years ago and snapped to the bottom of ocean. Some where they were covered by sediment and subjected to heat, pressure, and over time, organic material was transformed into oil and natural gas. So next is natural gas. It's a mixture of methane and other gases, forms from the same organism as oil, produce lower levels of many air pollutants that coal or oil, and is a fairly transport. Is highly flammable. A gas leak can cause a violent explosion and fire. Natural gas is typically found in underground reservoirs as a part of other fossil fuel deposits such as coal or oil. This is extracted using drilling techniques and transport through pipelines as liquefied natural gas. It is also a primary use as a fuel source for generating electricity, heating homes and buildings, and powering industrial processes. It is a cleaner burning fossils fuel than coal or oil, emitting fewer greenhouse gases and pollutants were burned. However, the extraction and transportation of natural gas can have negative environment impacts because such as methane leaks, water pollution, and habitat destruction. Additionally, while natural gas is considered a transition fuel towards a lower carbon economy, it is still a fossil fuel and it ultimately needs to be replaced with renewable energy source to achieve carbon neutrality. That's all. Thank you.